Ah, and I think we're live. Yeah, we're live. Excellent. Welcome back, everyone. um, Bio, my co-host. How you doing today?
Better. Now that
Better?
I'm over the flu.
Oof. Damn. Well, okay. At least you didn't get the Rona. That would have been like effed, but you know, you. It was just a mild cold. Was it mild, or like, was it just you, or did like your whole family get it?
Everybody got it.
Bro, that sucks. That sucks. That blows.
Yeah, I still got a bit of a cough, but so bear with me.
But overall, you're doing pretty well. Staying up, healthy, taking your meds, your vitamins, all the other above.
Yep.
Cool. Awesome. So, it's the moment in time, Bio. The moment we've been waiting for this whole season. The actual start of the CDL. Yay!
Woo!
So this year, they're doing it a bit different as how they did it before in 2019 and in 2020 and in 2021, I guess. Well, no, the 2020 season and then the 2021 season. It's all scheduled differently, and now they're doing a bunch of things that are different.
Oh,
Go ahead.
not to cut you off here, just because this is like something that's way fucking different that I haven't noticed before. So apparently,
Okay.
if you are on the, I'm on Call of Duty Modern Warfare right now while we're streaming, just so there's no background noise that I got to contend with. If you go to the weapons tab down at the bottom, there's Call of Duty League. You go in there, it brings up the schedule that for the pre-season thing.
For the kickoff
And
classic.
Yeah, it shows you the results and shit.
Wait, you go to where? You said weapons?
Yeah, weapons down at the bottom.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, ain't that interesting?
And it'll also show you like CDL points and stuff like that when they get them, and like what teams there are. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was like, oh hey, what the hell's this? And saw this, I was like, oh, that's kind of neat actually.
That is kind of neat. Well, I'm gonna go support my boys at Atlanta FaZe and LA Thieves. So I got.
Hold on. Wow, you can actually watch the VODs.
Really?
Yeah, if you hit square, it'll bring up match VOD.
Oh wow! And if you go to the teams, and you know how it has the banners and stuff, like you click on one team, it'll show you like the starting lineup with the substitute.
Oh, Vic,
What's up?
hit R3.
On
and you
what?
can select stages on schedule.
R3. Okay.
You could select stage like Major 1, and it'll bring up upcoming events for the 4th, 5th, 6th, 11th, 12th, and so on and so forth.
Right. Okay. Oh well, then
Holy crap! Where was this in Cold War? Where is this in Vanguard?
Well, because we don't have Vanguard. Well, at least I don't have it downloaded, but I'm assuming you do.
I will go and launch that shit right now, and I guarantee you that won't be there.
Alright, let's place bets.
Am I launching it?
Yeah, go ahead and launch it. I'll be right here waiting for you to hear this interesting.
Okay, while I'm doing this here, feel free to continue talking. I might not chime in too much due to my audio issues with my headset. Like, I haven't found that perfect balance yet to where I can hear people talking clearly while still having, background noise and shit. So,
Okay. Gotcha, boss. Gotcha. Where did I leave off at? I think my food's here too. Holy smokes. Alright. Real quick. So back in the 2020 season, as we all know, it went to online environment, and it wasn't land. Like, it started out in land at the beginning of 2020, and then it went to online only because of the bug, the virus that spread around. And then last year, at the end of the season, they started doing LAN events. I think they only had like 2 LAN events, and then the grand final.
yeah, wasn't it like the last 2 majors were LAN?
Yeah, the last 2 majors were LAN, and then it was the chip for last year's. Now this year's, what they're doing is they're having, or at least they're gonna host, 3 weeks of online play. So these are your qualifying matches for all 12 teams. They all get to play, and then this will determine their seeding for the upcoming major. So you get 3 weeks, 3 weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No Thursday, thank God. Oh my God, we got Thursdays were just awful. 1 match, 2 matches, I think it was. Nah, we don't
I
got
think it
that.
was 2.
Nah. Thank God they got rid of it. That means more COD is. We're able to watch more COD, and I loved it. So.
Well, I kind of liked it a little bit, to be quite honest with you, because with like having kids and a wife and stuff like that, I was able to be like, okay, I go and jump on and see this and watch 2-3 hours versus okay, now like case in point, the opener thing that happened a couple weeks back, right?
The Kickoff Classic.
Where we were still watching this shit until like freaking 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
And I was able to watch like 1 day, and then day 2 I was able to watch like 2 games, and then I wasn't able to get back to watch the other ones just because of I'm not going to sit here. My wife's a good sport, but I'm not going to sit here and subject her to watching Call of Duty when she has really no interest in it.
Oh, of course not. Yeah, I don't blame you for that, bro. Like, we all have personal lives outside of our daily tasks that we do.
Oh, hey, Vic.
Yeah, man.
Where's my money? That shit is
You're
not
lying.
in here.
You are lying.
I am not. I am sitting here looking at my weapons tab right now. It's got loadout, kill streak, field upgrade, watch, and armory. Nothing about CDL in here, period.
You have Cold War still downloaded?
No, I do not.
Ah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say you should jump on that, but I'm just saying. Anyway, alright. Well, I shall excuse myself. I'm gonna go get my dinner real quick. So if you can entertain our guest, that'd be great. Thank you. I'll leave it up to you, bro. You got this. Yeah, just I guess your thoughts on it being online events rather than LAN events. Let them know, and then I guess reiterate to me what you say, so I don't have to repeat. You don't have to repeat.
I'll just wait. I'll sit here and whistle Muzak until you get back.
Alright, there you go. Beats by Bio. How about that?
So who knows the I Dream of Genie theme song? But we have to do it shitty enough to where, we don't get copyright strike. So,
Thank you.
But, now I'm going to touch base on, this here. I mean, this is a bunch of crap that, Activision, the CDL, that tab that I was talking about in Modern Warfare 2019, a game that came out, what, 3 years ago at this point, has the tab to sit here and actively check, oh, hey, CDLs this weekend. This is who's playing. It'll go and give you stats. You can look up VODs. On a game that's 3 years old, that tab is there. But yet, in Vanguard, their newest, supposed to be their newest game, nothing. Now, it's not like this is rocket science. This is better. This is for them. They get people watching this stuff, brings in more viewers, potentially brings in more ad revenue. It's nothing but able to go up, right? And they've got they've got nothing to show the CDL is even going, with the exception of a little pop-up tab thing. I'm on PlayStation, so bear with me here. But you hit R2 to bring up the message of the day, and that's literally all it says. Oh, hey, go to YouTube. Link your accounts. You get a blueprint and some stickers and shit. Why not have the tab that tells you, this is what's going on? I don't know. So, in this message of the day, you can scroll over to the
To the what? Did you find it?
I was just talking. No, I was just talking about how a game that, like Modern Warfare 2019, that's 2 years old, on the weapons tab of the main menu, it has a dedicated place to go to find the CDL stuff, right?
Right.
And the only way that you could find it in Vanguard, which is their newest crown jewel here, is if you go to the message of the day.
Oh, wait a minute. So you did find it?
No, that's the message of the day is the only thing that tells you in here that the CDL is this weekend. There's no banners on the main screen. There's nothing underneath the weapons tab like what we saw in Modern Warfare. Nothing to even let you know that the CDL's firing up, unless you go to the message of the day.
And, let's be honest, who really reads the message of the day?
Exactly, and in the message of the day area, there is a tab for the CDL channel.
Ooh.
But
it's an online...
It's in the message of the frickin' day. It's buried.
Oh, my
Nobody's
God.
gonna fucking go there and look. I don't even read the message of the day shit.
No, I typically don't, because it's a bunch of bullshit, and it's okay, I need to play the game. Let me just exit all this crap. I'm not going to pay attention to that. That's just me being honest.
Yeah, so I was just touching base how, it's a bunch of freaking crap that, putting something like that into
a 2-year-old game.
Every Call of Duty, putting something like that, every Call of Duty game is beneficial for Activision. It's beneficial for the pros. It's beneficial for the players. How? Well, the players, the viewers know, oh, hey, CDL's this weekend. That's great. How does that help the pros? Well, that brings more people in to watch. That means potentially more people buying gear from these teams. Also brings in ad revenue. Which then gets more sponsors and shit. Look at last year. They had tons of freaking sponsors. Whenever they had a break or something like that, they'd have, game sponsors come up. They'd have sponsorships from, USAA and USA Army and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have that shit anymore.
Mm.
Granted, a lot of that probably has to do with Activision's legal troubles right now, but
True.
still, you know, if your ass is in that amount of hot water and you lose the sponsors, I would think you'd want to go and take every freaking option available to, you know, raise your standing a little bit, or at least get more viewers.
Yeah, but their marketing team isn't on the same page. So
Hell, they don't. I guarantee you, nobody in that place knows who's doing what. Anyway,
now
now that you're back, we can continue now that I can get off my little rant thing.
cool. Okay. Don't mind me. I will be chewing in the background, but I'll try to mute myself 90% of the time. Okay, so since you saw last year, Bio, at the beginning of the CDL, did you see Modern Warfare's Call of Duty League?
No, I only stepped in during Cold War.
Okay.
I did go back and like try to check out some of the VODs from Modern Warfare 2019, and because I remember having this conversation with you, I did not like the way they did viewing for Modern Warfare 2019. I liked it better with Black Ops Cold War. Because it just seemed like it was all over the place. Whereas this one here, it's like, okay, we're gonna be on, say, a BZ. Now we're gonna go and switch to Scump, and you know, it bounced around, and it would be from the player's perspective instead of. It almost seemed like they had like static cameras and shit like that. I didn't like it. I can't explain it. I just thought Modern Warfare 2019's presentation sucked ass. I thought they did better in Cold War.
Okay. Alright, well, if you like the Cold War, then you'll like the, at least that aspect of it. You'll like the, what they're gonna do for these 3 weeks of, online play. And mind you, all of these players are playing out of like a central, like their headquarters essentially. So they're gonna have all the backdrops and all of that stuff. So like you'll be able to see them more animated and this and that and stuff like that. I don't like the whole online type of deal. Just simply because it's like you're leaving, like you're not showing your true potential per se when you're.
I wouldn't even say that.
No.
No. You want to know why I think online play is going to be absolute trash? Their servers are fucking potatoes now. And you expect pros to sit here and play online matches when you can't even run a... Now, you have better internet than I do. And even you hit lag and hit that... what's that thing that keeps popping up whenever you played Vanguard?
Data pack loss.
Yep, data pack loss. And you've got way better internet than I do. And I guarantee you, these pro teams like Atlanta FaZe, even Paris Legion, I guarantee you they've got better internet than we do. Would you agree?
Yes, I would. But they play from a server based. Like, I think they picked their. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I just think it's a freaking joke. I'm
Right.
sorry, I'm not going to get into the whole, just because you say the wrong damn thing and next thing you know you're getting, like, banhammered and shit. But you know, they need to go and seriously invest in better servers. Hopefully, you know, with this whole Microsoft buyout thing, maybe that actually happens now, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Sorry, I had to take a drink there, but...
No, like, you're not wrong. Like, I do not like online play. Like, it's just horrible. So...
I wouldn't mind it if it wasn't for the fact that their servers are trash. And yeah, they're gonna be playing on special servers and shit like that. How many times last year did they have? Oh, we gotta stop. We gotta restart the match because you know somebody couldn't connect or somebody couldn't do this or that or whatever the case may be. How many times they have freaking technical errors due to server performance issues?
That's a good question, but that also does sound like the end of 2019 Modern Warfare. Just saying, because they had a lot of those issues back then too.
Well, I know they did, you know, but with the amount of money that this game brings in, I'm sorry, but they should really bump up their freaking back end shit with their server support.
You are not wrong with that, my friend. You are not wrong.
Because, you know, I'm sorry. I mean, that's the only reason I feel for the pros. Now, when it comes to this whole, I hate playing on internet versus it because, you know, there's like microseconds of input lag between me and the server and the other player. I'm sorry, Buttercup, but you know what? That's how the rest of the people that actually make money for this game play. You're not anything special besides a pro that sits here and does it for a living.
Damn, I just got called a Buttercup. I'm kidding. Or am I? No.
Hey, I don't care. I'm not sitting here saying, no way in hell could I take on, you know... Okay, I could probably take on, like, Paris Legion in London, but... my 5-year-old could do that, too. But, all kidding aside, I'm not sitting here saying I am... you know, better than these players and stuff like that. I can't play on the same level as they do.
No, because they go, like, it's a... Yeah, go ahead.
But it's... I'm tired of hearing the belly aching and the whining of... You know, oh, this freaking playing over the internet stuff sucks ass. Because, you know, input lag and this, that, and everything else. Well, then they go and do LAN events like they did with, what's it called? I keep forgetting what the hell the damn name of it was. Kickoff Classic. There we go.
Yes, thank you.
And, but anyway, they do LAN like they did with the Kickoff Classic, and now everybody's bitching, oh my god, I got COVID. Well, you know what? You can't have it both ways. Either shut the hell up about the internet deal and just play the game and don't go to and don't do LAN events, or I'm sorry, but it comes with the territory. You're going to have to go to these LAN events if that's the way you want to play it. You get COVID, not our problem.
Now, see, they should have done what they did with the WWE. I don't know if you still watch the WWE bio, but I kind of do a little bit.
No, I got rid of my subscription to that because the video player for the WWE app, both on my Roku and my PlayStation, sucked ass. So I was like, well, I'm not going to pay money for something I can't really watch all that well.
Okay. Well, when the whole Rona started, it was they had, excuse me, they had like a bunch of screens, a bunch of monitors where people would sit, and it would show like fans interacting and stuff like that, like it was a live event. But they'd cycle through people, so it just wasn't the same. Like everybody got a piece of the front row, the middle row, the back row, whatever. You know, they should. I mean, it's an idea, it's a thought. If they want to do land events like that, I don't know.
If memory serves me right, wasn't there some controversy though to some inappropriate pictures being put up during these WWE events?
I don't remember that much.
I think there was. I'm not gonna go into too much detail, and I can't look it up on my phone due to one, to have a peaceful conversation. My kids have taken it over, and they're currently watching their Disney Plus. So,
Hashtag not sponsored.
you got, yeah, hashtag not sponsored. But you gotta take whatever you can get. So if you want a peaceful conversation, that's what I gotta sacrifice.
Okay.
But no, even okay, so we don't know for 100% if that did happen with the WWE. Let's face it, it would happen with the Call of Duty League.
Oh yeah, I could. It's a
I mean,
thought.
do we really want to take a bet on how long it's going to be before there's a picture of a dick on the frickin' screen somewhere? Huh?
No. It was just a thought. I'm just spitballing here. Again, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
And on a quick side note, because it bears with the conversation, I don't see the point in that, because why would I go and... The whole reason you pay for a ticket is to go for the experience.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm going to sit here in my house with a fucking webcam and stream my picture through to wherever they're broadcasting so I can see my picture on the video that I'm watching, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. That is complete and utter freaking bullshit. Why should I have to pay money to freaking do that? You pay money for the experience.
Okay.
So, you want to do LAN events? Well then, okay. Well then, Activision's going to have to make money somehow. And, I don't know what I don't know how much they make, per ticket sold to these, these events and stuff like that. I'm not going to pretend to know. But that is income.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, that's how people like, Clay and Abizi and TJ and all. That's how they get money at the end of the day. FaZe and them might be paying these players, but when it comes to the cash prizes for the majors, it doesn't all come from sponsorships and shit. It's got to come from somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a small fraction. Majority of it might come from, I'm just spitballing here, but say Warzone does, I think they said at 5.3 million a day is what Warzone pays
much?
out. 5.3 million.
Where's my cut?
And that's just, you'd have to have a creator code for that to even work, and we're not important enough for that. Hashtag emotional damage.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it. You beat me to it.
But as I was saying, so yeah, part of the money does probably come from store sales, buying like a bundle or whatever. But it doesn't all come from that. Maybe the ticket sales go towards, replacing of controllers every year. I don't know. But the ticket money, what does that go towards? It goes in all benefit to the players. regardless if it's paying for the fucking stadium that they're in, or it pays parts of their salary or goes towards the pot for the what's the event at the end of a major?
It's a major.
I thought
No?
there was I thought there was something like after they do their qualifying thing for 4 weeks and they have the big like tournament deal at the end. I thought that was named something else. I might be wrong.
No, not that I know. I always called it major.
Okay. Anyway, either way, it goes towards something else. And hearing these pros bitching about, not liking online play, they want land, then Activision goes and does land, and now everybody's bitching, oh my god, I got COVID. Well, I'm sorry, but you know what? You don't want COVID? Wear a frickin' mask. That's what they frickin' tell you. Regardless if they work or not, that's what they tell you.
Well,
How many players did you see during... How many players did you see during that frickin' kickoff classic wearing a mask?
Well, see, it was mainly for the audience at that point, is to wear a mask.
It doesn't matter. It
But
does
they
not
were
matter
like-
because the players are the ones that are bitching. Oh my god, I got COVID. Oh my god, Activision's frickin' COVID policy sucked ass. Where was your frickin' mask at there, scum? Where was your frickin' mask at, Crim 6? They don't see you guys frickin' wearing one? So then quit your bitching. I'm sorry. Can you tell how much I'm frickin' tired of listening to these frickin' people bitch and whine?
I can't. I'm sorry. It's not noticeable enough.
I'm sorry, but that is that is. I don't want to go off on a tangent here because I do love the CDL. I do love Scump. I do love Crim 6. I'm not trying to intentionally call out anybody. Let's get that point clear. I'm not.
No,
I'm just randomly naming. Well, I'm just randomly naming names because I don't want to go and turn on if for some freaking reason this does blow up, and I don't want to turn on YouTube tomorrow and be like, oh hey, this guy here who's a fucking nobody's calling out Crim 6 and Scump and all these guys telling them to stop their bitching. And
it's like everything. We want it to be better, obviously. We're like you said, we're like nobody right now, so it's like, all right, fine.
I'm just saying, I don't want to go and wake up and have to freaking deal with that shit. Not that I say it's gonna happen, but you never freaking know.
True.
People get brought up, or people get made big for stupid shit all the freaking time.
Mm-hmm. I'm by stupidest shit ever. Oh my god. Let me stop.
I didn't even know who the hell they were.
They came across my TikTok
I still
feed.
really don't. I still really don't, but the only reason I know there's something is because they almost got their asses kicked at a Jake Paul fight, and Snoop
What?
Dogg and Kevin Hart were sitting there busting their ass.
I see. That's the one I saw when they were getting roasted by them. Which I was like, okay, that's kind of funny.
Oh yeah, a bunch of fans at the Jake Paul fight that he had a month or so ago.
See, that's one
A
person I
bunch of
really
fans
don't
were
care
sitting
about.
there. Wow, I don't care either. The only reason I know this is because it came up in my news feed on Facebook or whatever like that. But anyway, the Island Boys went and almost got their asses handed to them by people in the crowd because the people in the crowd were sitting there busting their freaking chops, and these guys were getting butt hurt. So that's basically just to sum it up. That's the TLDR. There we go.
Gotcha. Okay.
But so anyway, let's kind of bring it back to what you originally saying. Me personally, I want to go back to LAN because of the experience. I'd love to be able to go to that. I live in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Iowa, right?
Okay, so what would be the closest event to your...
Minnesota.
Oh, ooh, a rocker fan. Well, you're not a rocker fan, but...
I'm not a rocker fan, but I would go.
I mean, yeah, I would too if I.
You know, that's like going to a freaking NASCAR race. I was a Jeff Gordon fan. Well, he doesn't race anymore. He's retired. So what, am I not going to go to another NASCAR race? Fuck no, I'm going to go because I enjoy going to the races. You know, so I would go to, Minnesota. I wouldn't. No, that's thank God. I was about to say I don't think I'd ever go to Chicago, but thank God Optic left there. You might have bitching and griping about them joining up with Dallas Empire, but you know what? I give them a pat on the frickin' back because Chicago is a frickin' shithole that I'm surprised they left there without bullet holes. Leaving it at that.
It's more of the Envy versus Optic. The Envy and Optic back in the day were like the biggest beef rivalry. It was like Optic and FaZe, Optic and Envy back in the day. So it was like the top of the top playing at their best levels. But anyway. Alright. So, I guess did you hop back on Modern Warfare?
Yeah, I'm back on Modern Warfare because I wasn't
Okay.
quiet. I haven't muted the background music and shit for Vanguard yet, but no, I want LAN stuff to come back because I want to be able to maybe go to these events and actually support the teams, like NYSL or LA Thieves or even Atlanta FaZe, as long as they're not playing either of my two teams. But I would love to go and do that stuff. But I don't. At least not right now. So, it's mainly due to COVID. And
True.
I mean, hell, when you were watching the Kickoff Classic, how many frickin' times when they panned over the crowd did you see fucking people sitting there with their masks pulled down or the mask not covering their nose or, any number of frickin' things? So to come to the pros' defense, because I noticed that shit quite a bit, that's where Activision should have stepped up and been like, yo, either fix your mask or you're getting kicked.
Well, see, I heard that they were trying to do that, but a lot of people weren't listening to them. And then at that point, it was just like, well, then.
If people are, I'm sorry, but we're the ones renting this. You're a guest here. We don't owe you a goddamn thing. You don't wear your mask right, GTFO. I'm sorry. No refund, no nothing. You were told before you came in, masks had to be worn. Masks had to be worn correctly. You didn't frickin' do it. You had your warning. You still didn't do it. You're out the frickin' door. I'm sorry.
It's zero tolerance for the
Sorry, not sorry. There we go. There you go. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd agree with that. That makes perfect sense.
So, to come to the pros' defense, yeah, Activision should have stepped up, and they should have frickin' done something. Yeah, they probably could have had testing every frickin' day and this, that, and everything else. But honestly, what would it have frickin' done at that point in time? It wouldn't have frickin' changed a damn thing. Y'all still would have frickin' gotten COVID. I'm sorry, but it's one of those bugs that's going to be here, and it's not fucking going anywhere unless, a nuclear holocaust goes and wipes out all life on Earth. In which case, then, we're not going to be sitting here having this conversation. We don't have to worry about COVID no more.
Nope.
So, it's one of those things where either stop being afraid of it and go back to business as usual, or, you're going to have to frickin' deal with playing online versus, being there in person. It's as simple as that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to go anymore. I'm done talking about the whole COVID thing and the COVID policies in terms of dealing with the CDL and stuff like that because, look at the news. You got people like, trying to shut down Joe Rogan because, oh my God, he's spreading medical misinformation and this, that, and everything else. That's not what we're doing. That's not what we're saying. Let's get that point clear. We're going by what we've seen and what we've read that has come out of the pros' mouth about the COVID policies and stuff like that. Okay? I mean, I'm just putting that out right now because I don't want to see you get a freaking strike on this because of, the purple snake, and I don't want to go and have to deal with that freaking bullshit. So.
True. Okay. Well then, I guess since we wanted to keep this short, go ahead and move on from that.
All right, let's get off of that and go on to actually talking about some fun shit.
Yeah. All right.
So now that, because originally, quick side note, originally I was going to have Vic go and read this stuff off.
Yep.
Because I didn't have access to my phone until we found out that, Call of Duty 2019 is badass and actually there's a tab for this shit.
Whoa, hold on. We didn't discover anything. Don't include me into this, because that was all you. You discovered that shit. So props to you. Props to you. You got to give yourself props for that. That was not.
I pat myself on the back.
You should. Careful. Don't hurt your hernia or blow a disc.
Too late.
Oh shit. Fat people problems.
You know it.
Oh.
Quick side note, dude. I made the best. Well, you brought up fat people problems. I made the best frickin' spaghetti tonight, man. I made caramelized onions with sautéed frickin' bell pepper with 90% ground beef mixed with ground pork, seasoned with fresh cracked pepper, fresh cracked salt, and Italian seasoning.
Damn, that sounds good. That sounds...
Bro, let me tell you, man,
Excuse me.
Granted, I just got over the flu, so I might be having the whole, everything tastes great if I'm not eating anything for a week.
Oh, you're having the honeymoon phase. Oh, you're so cute.
It might be the honeymoon phase, but I'm going to tell you right now, that was, hands down the best freaking spaghetti that I've made to date. And I know it is because both my kids actually clean their plate. Which, depending on the meal, and spaghetti's one of those where they'll eat the noodles, but they don't really touch the other stuff. Both kids ate their veggies tonight, so
there you go.
You brought up the whole fat kid thing. I had to go on my quick little tangent. I love cooking.
Fat kid.
Yeah, I said fat kid problems.
I said fat people problem. I didn't say fat kid.
What, kids aren't people?
They are, but that's okay. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yes, so we are a pair of fat men, and I embrace my fatness with pleasure. So anyway.
So on a quick side note here, because it deals with what we're about to be talking about. So me and Vic kind of talked it out, and what we're going to be doing moving forward, instead of doing an episode of this after every freaking game, because let's face it, we both have lives.
And there's no way we could.
Yeah, we can't sit there and do this. So what we're going to do is once a week, either Wednesdays or Thursdays, depending. But those are going to be the 2 days where we're going to do it, unless we have forewarning beforehand where we might be able to get together earlier in the week. But Wednesdays and Thursdays are what we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go and talk about the upcoming matches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, when we do this, then we will cover, if we thought there was any, breakout performances, any, awesome kills or plays or stuff like that. We'll cover that next week. The reason we're not doing it for the Kickoff Classic is because I had the flu last week, and honestly, I don't remember a whole lot. So either A, that means that I just forgot, or B, none of it was really that memorable aside from what we talked about. Because I still remember what we talked about last time. But that was before, the Saturday and Sunday events?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that should go to tell you right there. Either when I didn't see anything that was totally memorable, or whatnot like that. So, but no, that's just kind of what we're looking at going forward. We hope. How many views did you get on that last one, Vic? Do you remember, offhand?
I think it was 17 in total.
All right, we got hopefully we get 17 back. I'd like to get
Shout
more.
out to those 17 people. Thank you.
Shout out to those 17 people. If are you uploading these to YouTube and whatnot like that?
So far to Twitch. I am going to upload it to YouTube once I get the chance to. So.
Well, because I mostly deal with YouTube, just so you know. But yeah, go ahead and put the stuff up on YouTube. That way I can go and kind of share it. Maybe get some more people in here. I know we're not going to be, the next like Joe Rogan here, where we're going to have 11 million fucking people listening to us.
I was going to say Zuma, but shout out to Zuma.
But well,
SMG player, retired.
But but no, if we can get it up on YouTube, that'd be great too. But that's behind the scenes technical question. We can talk more about that later.
We'll cover that when it comes time.
So just so I know what. Okay, so it goes up to the 6th.
Yeah, to Sunday,
okay.
The 6th for this coming week.
All right, I just want to know so that way I don't go too far ahead of myself when I'm going down this list for Major 1. So.
Yep.
All right. Did you want me to take us out on this, or
go ahead. You started first.
All right.
You discovered it. You get the honors, my good sir.
So, upcoming Friday, February 4th, Major 1. Here is the schedule. We've got the Mutineers versus the Ravens. What you got here, Vic?
Mutineers, I got Mutineers 3-0 as far as they came out in the Kickoff Classic. Mutineers got this one in the bag.
I concur. I think the Florida Mutineers are going to walk away with this. However, I am going to go and give the London Royal Ravens, I'm going to say it's 3-1.
Oh, have you been hearing stuff about them?
No, but, I got to go out in some leap of faith here to actually win something. So, if they get one, great. But it doesn't change the fact they're still going to get their asses beat.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, wasn't it London that went and actually started quasi-making a comeback last year?
No.
I thought they did. When I say making a comeback, I don't think it was Seattle. Because I remember they changed out everybody but one player last year, and they went and actually started having some really good games, and kind of started getting some traction, and then the wheels fell off the cart again. But either way,
I digress.
they're not gonna win this series, but I'm gonna give them that 3-1.
Okay, respectable 3-1.
All right, you want to take the next one?
All right. The next game is at LA Guerrillas versus the Boston Breach, and that game will be 3 hours later, 4:30 on Eastern Standard Time. I will go with the Boston Breach in a Game 5, Round 11. That's what I'm calling it.
Oh, you're saying this is going to go the distance, huh?
This is going to go the distance. I feel it. Granted, I know the LA Guerrillas did not have a awesome performance at the Kickoff Classic.
They get knocked out first round.
Yeah, so did Boston, but Boston took the subline of round 5, match 5.
Yep.
So I think that Guerrillas are going to come out swinging, and they might put up a good fight to take it to Game 5, round 11. That's just my take.
Do you have a roster for Boston? Any
Uh,
notable names on that?
yes, I do. If you hold on. Oh, on Boston?
Yeah, T.J.
TJ,
Haley, isn't it?
yeah, TJ Halley, Methods, um, uh, Capsule, and what's the last one? I forgot the last one. Come back to me. I'll get you that fourth player.
Well, I'm going to go. I think this one here is where me and you are going to differ a little bit. I'm going to go and give it to LAG on this one.
Ooh.
I do think it will go the distance, but I
Okay.
got to give the edge to LAG, and the only reason why is last week it took, or last time Boston Breach was running, it took Capsule a while to get up and moving. You know, for his wheels to get traction and take off and actually start putting up some numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And with this being the first major, everything's on the table now. The fun and games are over. I got to give it to LAG because they've got the most experience. I think Boston will give them a run for their freaking money. And, you know, maybe later on here, still in Major 1, maybe Boston might start, you know, bringing her back around and actually starting kicking ass and taking names. But I think the team is entirely too green. I don't. I just realized that's also their team color. So, you know, hey, pun. But
Good one.
I just feel the team's too green. I don't think they're going to be able to take down the vets that are on LAG at this time.
So I got your fourth player on Boston, and that is Nero.
Okay. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Capsule, during that kickoff classic, he had that awesome freaking 10-piece, started really laying down some fire and kicking some ass, but that was the one. That's the one thing I remember him doing out of all 5 games that they played.
Yeah, that was like the only like the spark, the little brightness that.
So that's why I got to give it to LAG. I don't think they've got it in them to topple, you know, veterans like that. And also, you got to think back to the kickoff classic. It was definitely a lot more like carefree. You know, they were sitting there running around with snipers. It was all about having fun. This is where you make your paycheck. This is where the teams are going to be coming out full force. That's my bet.
Okay. All right.
So, you got anything you want to add to that?
No. Like you said, yeah, this is the one where we will differ, but I will stick with my Boston pick.
All right. So up next, we've got. This is still Friday, February 4th, 3 p.m. Pacific. So we've got Seattle Surge versus NYSL. What do you got?
I want to hear your thoughts first because that one last one.
Now, I did take a look at scores. I didn't watch any of the VODs from the Kickoff Classic just because I didn't have the time, and then my entire house got hit with the flu. I was busy taking care of sick wife and sick kids, so I couldn't really sit down and watch an hour-long video. But, holy crap, Seattle Surge surprised the shit out of me. I think this is going to be NYSL's big test. I really do. I don't remember. Did NYSL play them in the Kickoff Classic and lose to them? Yes, they did.
They did?
They lost. Yep. Seattle Surge beat NYSL 3-1.
Yeah, because they beat FaZe and then they beat
NYSL won hard point, and then it was a 6-3 S&D a 3-0 sweep for Control, and a 250 to 200 win for Hardpoint. So, based off of that,
oh, this is a rematch.
This is redemption time for NYSL. Like I said, last week was the fun and games.
Oh.
But if Seattle Surge comes out like they did the last time, holy shit, I think FaZe might have some contention this year. I also think, Toronto Ultra might have some contention if Seattle Surge kind of hunkers down a little bit. God dang, this is a hard decision for me. But
It is.
I'm going to have to give it to Seattle Surge. As much as I love my NYSL, I mean, I love Clay. I tolerate Crim 6. But,
Hydra and Neptune.
I love my NYSL. I love the whole team. I think they're great.
Mm-hmm.
But Seattle Surge came out with something to prove. And they freaking proved it. And they proved it hard. So...
yeah, they did. What's...
fuck it. You know what? I'm going with my NYSL. I can't. I sat here and
he debated himself.
I'm going my NYSL. I gotta freaking represent. I mean, I think they could pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
I think they could pull it off. If Seattle Surge wins this and Lightning does strike twice, and that wasn't just a fluke with what happened last year,
mm-hmm.
then catch me next week when we're going into the next round of the major here, and then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna go with NYSL on this one. Bottom line, that's it. We're gonna go. I will say 3-2.
Okay. Oof. I think this is another one we're gonna disagree on.
We almost agreed, though.
We almost did. Okay, in here, this is my original thought process, right? I was gonna pick New York over Seattle. Looking at the leadership of Clay and Crim. I mean...
Hold on a sec. Do we know, is there any type, are they subbing or doing anything like that? Because after the Kickoff Classic, Clay was diagnosed with COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Is he still active, or is he subbed out because of COVID and all this shit?
No, he's in. He's not subbed out.
He's in? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, if he's subbed out, well, then I'm changing my fucking vote for the third time. I'm going back to Seattle. But if he's still in, I'm sticking with New York.
That's all right. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go with Seattle. 3-1.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
hope you're noting this stuff down here, homeboy.
I am not. I should be. Thank you for reminding me. Please stand by as we try to resolve our technical issues. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna have BIOS picks and then my picks. Okay. Bio, you said Florida?
I said Florida 3-1.
Over London, okay. And then I said the same thing.
Yeah, you were 3-0.
Oh, 3-0, yeah, okay, 3-0. Good catch. Good catch. Okay. Three. Oh, okay. And then what's the next one? Oh, LAG.
LAG versus Boss.
Boss. Okay. And you had LAG winning.
Yep, 3-2.
3-2. Okay. 3-2. And then I had LAG. Boss. I forgot what I said about this one. Oh my god.
3-2. You said it
3-2?
was going to go the distance. Yep.
That is true, and I did give it to Boston. That is true.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me. Got a better mind than I do. Let's
Ask
see.
me this shit tomorrow, and I couldn't tell you what we said.
Yeah, let's not go that far. Okay, and then you said Seattle Subliners.
Yes, Subliners 3-2. I'm going to say it is going to go to Game 5, but NYSL.
No, round 11. Okay, gotcha. And I said Seattle 3-1 over the Subliners. Damn, that pains me writing that down.
No shit.
Because it's like, you have the leadership in Krim and in Clayster on Subliners.
Like I said, if Seattle comes back and wins this one, the next time we have this discussion, you know, we'll see who's. I don't know who they're playing. I'm not going to look ahead and find out.
Yeah.
But next time we have this discussion, Seattle will get a fair shake. But I have to go with the NYSL.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll take
This
next.
is one of those times I hope the underdog proves me fucking wrong and obliterates NYSL. I hope they do it because I do love an underdog story, but I got to go with New York. I just think they've got better team chemistry. So, anyway.
Okay. Okay. I take the next one, which is our first Saturday match at 3.
Do we even need to read this one?
I don't think so, but I mean, you know, we have to.
I guess in order of fairness.
In order of fairness, yes. You have the
Sorry to you Paris Legion fans out there. Let me just say this real quick. I'm sorry for you London Royal Raven and Paris Legion fans out there. I'm not trying to shit on you, but based off of their performance last year, this is why they're getting such a hard ride from us this year. Continue. Right.
Versus the Atlanta FaZe. If you were here last week, you know who I follow, and my heart says.
Yeah. Well, based off of the Kickoff Classic, Vic.
Hey.
This couldn't be a close one.
Listen here, you young man. If you remember when Atlanta FaZe lost to Toronto Ultra in the second major, they came back with a fire, and they crushed everybody they saw. And that's what I think is going to happen again.
Vic, I go visit Taco Bell, my ass comes out of there with a fire and crushes the closest freaking toilet. Doesn't change anything. I don't know if that made sense, but goddamn, that analogy sounded kind of funny in my head, so I had to run with it.
It was. Okay, so yes, I'm going with Atlanta FaZe 3-0.
I'm going to go also Atlanta FaZe, but I'm going to go 3-1. I'm hoping Paris Legion pulls off one win somewhere. It's more than likely going to be a 3-0. But I have to go and give them that little bit of freaking hope that they at least get the one. But I am going Atlanta FaZe for the win here.
Okay. The next one?
Oh, That's kind of neat.
Mm.
On a quick side note, as you're scrolling up and down this list, whenever you go to like a new team, it actually has the team colors highlighting either side of the screen. So, I thought that was kind of neat. Anyway, so the next one on Saturday, February 5th, we have Optic Texas and London Royal Ravens.
All right.
Oof. Oh, man. God dang. Basing it off of... If we base it off of performance last year, it would have to go to Optic. No, last year.
Oh, last year? Okay.
If we base off of last year, I'd have to go with Optic. If we based off of last week, it's going to be a close one. Because they both got knocked out round one. Well, okay. Optic didn't get necessarily knocked out round one because didn't they have a pass onto day two?
Yeah, but it was their round one.
But they still got like rocked.
A lot of teams got yes.
I'm gonna have to go with Optic on. I don't think London. I don't think London has. I don't think London has the tools at this moment. They might have something, but based off of previous performance, I don't think they've got it. I'm gonna have to go with Optic. London already got a pass. I'm going to go with clean 3-0.
3-0.
3-0 Optic.
Okay.
I don't see London. I don't see him freaking. The one win I gave him against Florida Mutineers, I could see them maybe pulling something there, but in my opinion, Optic is better than Florida. I don't see him giving them that one.
Okay. I guess this is another one that we are going to disagree upon.
You only don't want to go there because they merged with frickin' Dallas Empire.
Wait, what? Coming out of left field with this information. What do you speak of this of? I was gonna say 3-1.
Oh.
Optic. What? Sorry.
Well, when you say we disagree, I thought it was gonna be another like NYSL Seattle Surge thing here, where you're gonna fucking back London. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Just because frickin' Optic merged with Dallas Empire, now all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, I don't like Optic no more.
No. No. I will give and I apologize to the London fans, but yes, I will give them another map count. So I will say 3-1, but in favor of Optic winning.
Oh, let's not forget to mention Saturday's games do start earlier.
That is true. What? An hour earlier?
Looks like 2 hour. Or no.
3.
No, they start.
Same time?
No, they start at the same time. Start at the same time. My bad.
It's alright. It's all good. I was looking at that too. I was like, wait a minute. Is that? Alright.
Just as a heads up, I'd like to kind of try to fly through these last ones here on a kind of a quicker pace because I do have to get my kiddos to bed.
Oh, we could take a little break if you want. Well, you can go put your kids to bed and stuff.
Yeah, well, why don't we go and do that? Well, here, we got, what, 2 more? And okay, let's finish up Saturday, and then we'll take a break and finish up Sunday when I get back.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Okay. So, you got anything you want to add to your London Optic 3-1?
No. That's all I can say about that.
All right.
And then still on Saturday, around 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have a rematch of the Kickoff Classic chip round, final game. Seattle versus Ultra. I get. I think I have to give it to Toronto again on this one. Um, Map count, I'll probably do 3-1, 3-1 Toronto.
Um, I'm gonna have to go, and I'm gonna have to agree. I think Toronto, they put on a hell of a showing during the Kickoff Classic. They were, they were the team that I was hoping were gonna dethrone FaZe last year and take the World Championship. But I'm gonna go Toronto Ultra, but I think it's going to be a repeat, 3-1.
Okay, 3-1 Toronto.
Yep.
Okay.
And then last game for Saturday, February 5th, we have LAG versus NYSL. This one's going to be good.
Yeah.
The
storylines between players here is a little deep.
Yeah. Hook has definitely got some shit to prove.
Asim.
Yeah. Oh man, this is gonna be a slobber knocker, dude. I guarantee you. Your opinion, how dominant do you think an SMG? How dominant do you think the SMG meta is in Vanguard versus what they had last year?
It's based on map. I would say, because in what do we call it, Bocage, whatever.
Bocage.
On that map, like, you can run 4 SMGs in the whole entire time on hardpoint.
But then you get maps like Berlin and Tuscan, or not Tuscan, Desert Siege, where it's a little bit more open. That's where your ARs really shine.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Don't forget the one with the boat. I forget what it's called. Gavitude.
Gavatu.
Yep. Gavitude, whatever. Can Neptune and Nero, or no, not Nero, I'm sorry, Neptune and Hydra?
Yep, Hydra.
Yeah, because Clayster's is the flex, right? I think so.
No, Crim's the flex.
Okay. Clayster's their main AR. Okay.
Yep.
Can Neptune and Hydra match up against Asim and Hook?
God damn, dude, this is a hard one. Like,
this is. I think it might go the distance. I'll say it'll go the distance.
It honestly, it's going to depend solely on maps chosen. That is what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
that makes this prediction hard
Super
versus
hard.
what the casters and stuff are going to be predicting prior to the start of the match, because they're already going to know what the teams have already picked.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my God, I'm going NYSL. It's going to go the distance, though. It is going to be, 3-2. It is going to go to the last fucking game in Game 5. Or
What
the last
round?
round in Game 5.
Oh, round 11.
Yeah, it is going to be a tough one. And all I could say is NYSL had better come out guns blazing and fucking get that early dominance
Momentum. Yeah.
if they're going to frickin' stand a chance. Now, I know NYSL pulled off some reverse sweeps last year, and, it was pretty frickin' awesome, but as much as it kills me to say it, they did have a pretty meh year.
Meh.
I mean, they had some good games. They gave FaZe a black eye. I think they were the first team to do it.
Yep. The only aside from Toronto, yes, they were the only team.
I think NYSL was the first team to take down FaZe. So, they had some standout performances and whatnot, but all in all, it was kind of a meh year. So, here's hoping. Don't let me down. I'm going NYSL 3-2.
Oh wow.
And like I said, it all boils down to map picks.
Quick little side note. I don't know if you've noticed that in the Gorillas, LA, are underlined for LA, Los Angeles.
Yeah, I noticed that big.
I didn't. I just noticed. I was like, huh, oh, that makes sense now. Okay.
What doesn't make sense is their team logo. I think it would be better if it was a monkey, but, I digress.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, wouldn't it be badass to have, like, freaking King Kong sitting there? King Kong's face instead of, ooh, I'm a menacing guy with a hood?
But see, King, like...
We're getting sidetracked.
Yeah,
What's
we
your
are.
prediction?
Okay. I'm gonna disagree with you on this. Completely. I'm giving it to LAG, but around 5, Game 5, round 11. LAG.
So you didn't disagree with me completely. You just changed the winner.
Yes.
Okay.
3-2.
Honestly, I could see it's going to go the distance, and it's a toss-up between these two teams. I don't blame you for this. It is a hard fucking choice. But I just went with NYSL because when it boils right down to it, if I have to have a freaking tiebreaker, it's got to be NYSL's my team.
No, I mean, I feel you. I mean, I would have done the same thing if it was FaZe versus Subliners or FaZe versus Gorillas or whatever, but yeah.
All right. So, right here, I think, is where we're going to take our brief intermission while I go and get my kiddos put to bed real quick. I will BRB.
Mm-hmm. And while he's gone, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. For those of you who are watching the rebroadcast, thank you. Got it. We're trying to make these shorter, faster, so that like you guys don't spend like 8 hours here, you know. So yeah, we're coming down to our last 3 matches. So yeah, this is tough. This is real tough. Like, I'm looking forward to this weekend. So, uh, I don't know if you guys can or can't, but if you can, uh, drop your favorite team, and we'll keep a close eye on them. I'll do my best to report whatever I can while I can, for them and stuff like that. So I'll keep you up to date with as much news as I can on that aspect. So, so yeah, and again, thank you for joining us. Again, these are just two COD fans. We enjoy the CDL, we enjoy playing competitive and stuff like that, so thank you for hanging out, sticking around with us. So yeah. So if you guys don't remember, I love FaZe, Atlanta FaZe. I now support, and this is real tough for me coming up, Florida. I mean, not Florida, LA Thieves. I'm gonna cry. But when we get to discussing that one, we'll talk about that. But yeah, the first match, that's pretty simple. The second one's gonna give us a hard time. Third one, maybe. But that second match, that's gonna be the tough one. So. But yeah, hope everyone's been doing well, keeping up with the staying busy, staying healthy, and all that other good jazz. So, I myself am staying busy with work. Yeah, just keep moving forward. You know. And if you guys can hear all that background noise, those are my cat, or not my cats. I'm sorry. Take that back. My roommate's cats. Sorry about that. You know what? I should update the title on this, actually. Edit stream info. CDL talks. Fantastic. That's pretty cool. Twitch got like a new update on mobile. So, hey. Oh, and don't forget, season 2 starts on Valentine's Day, February 14th. I was gonna say 2nd, and I was like, wait a minute. Yesterday was the 2nd, so I'm on some other stuff. Clearly I got my days mixed up. It's always a common problem with me. So it'll drop on the night of the 14th, so it'll be playable on the 15th, which is Tuesday.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah. Alright. Let's look at our final 3 matches of week 1.
I believe this one is yours.
Okay. And on Sunday, February the 6th, we have the Mutineers versus the Legion. Sorry, Paris. It's going to be a 3-0. Mutineers. I don't...
Yeah, based off of performance last year, I'm going to agree. I'm going to say 3-0. Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But it's going to be a 3-0.
Okay.
Yeah, anything else you want to add to this?
Negative. That is all I had. I was like, this is going to be quick. Then their next match is going to be a bit longer, and then the following maybe somewhat. So.
All right. On to game 2 on Sunday, February 6th. We have the LA Thieves versus the Atlanta FaZe. This one's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, before you make your pick, I forgot to mention this at the beginning when we first started doing this. I heard there aren't no smokes, but there will be snipers.
There's going to be snipers.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Last I heard. And
well,
Octane on the snipe is pretty nasty, but so is Simp. So, yeah.
Why don't we until we get like hard confirmation? Why don't we just play it as there's just going to be ARs and SMGs?
Okay.
Because unless I've got hard proof that this is what's going to be going on, I'm going to go with what they did last year, and then maybe we can adjust how we're going to view this in week 2 if they do bring in
snipers.
It is confirmed snipers. Yeah.
Okay.
So, oh, fuck. I'm going to have to give it to Atlanta FaZe. I mean, I am an LA Thieves fan.
Wow, I figured you'd pick LA Thieves. Be honest
I'm going to go...
with you.
Atlanta FaZe, they had a rough showing.
Uh-huh.
During the Kickoff Classic. Here's hoping that they got their, shit and gear. I think we are going to be having ourselves at bare minimum 3-1, but I think it's going to go 3-2.
3-2 FaZe, you say?
3-2 FaZe is what I'm going to go with. I'd love to say that for my LA Thieves. I hope I'm freaking wrong. I really do. But we've got a team that was restarted numerous times last year with lineup changes left and right. Now they've got a new team this year.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Atlanta FaZe, you don't fuck with what works.
You don't.
So here's hoping that whatever the hell was going on, they pulled their heads out of their asses, and they're gonna frickin' go back to being the FaZe that was so dominant last year. I'm gonna go 3-2 FaZe.
Okay. On this one, I'm gonna have to go with. I'm gonna pick Atlanta FaZe. That's a fact. I'm gonna go 3-1 Atlanta FaZe. I am going to give them a control match for Thieves.
Like I said, I think it's going to go the 3-1, but I'm hoping LA gives them a run for their money.
Yeah, because we definitely want to see great Call of Duty being played.
I trust me and Vic. We get no pleasure out of doing the 3-0 games because we like watching these ones where you're on the edge of your seat. But
Yeah,
when
like,
it's obviously a one-sided frickin' matchup where you've got like Optic Texas versus London, I mean, unless London pulls something out of their ass, it's going to be an easy 3-0.
right, and that's just how that cookie crumbles. It's
I mean, okay, here. Best way that we can go and put this out there for maybe some newer people is Atlanta FaZe, they are the New England Patriots when they had Tom Brady.
I was gonna say, what?
Okay? Atlanta FaZe is the Patriots with Tom Brady. London, they're like...
The Washington football team.
Nope. I was going to say Detroit Lions.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, that's how they played last year, based off of last year. This is what I'm basing it off of, is last year's performance. And
Wait,
then
wasn't
when,
Matthew Stafford on the Lions
I don't know.
last year?
I don't follow that shit. I don't follow the NFL that closely.
Oh.
I like follow the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm like, hey, they won, great, woo. If they lost,
Nah.
depends on who they lost to. But it's kind of whatever. I'm not a huge diehard NFL fan. Okay, but
You realize that they don't pay your
so
bills.
when CDL goes next year, I'll be basing my reviews off of how well the teams performed this year. Okay? So, again, I feel like I'm picking on Paris Legion and London. I'm not intentionally trying to pick on them, but I'm going to call it like I see it. And that's how I see it. Now, I hope to God by, the end of this freaking weekend, maybe we're wrong and fucking London comes out or Paris comes out and just puts the smackdown on people and you're like, oh my God, who hurt you? But it's not going to be, okay? And as much as I love my LA Thieves, I don't think... I don't think they're going to take down FaZe. And I hope to God it doesn't come into... The thing that will kill me is if they pull an Atlanta Falcons here and go, they're up 2-0, and next thing you know, fucking FaZe comes and reverse sweeps their ass after they've got 2 games of control down, and they've got it in the bag, and, well, here we go. If they go pull the freaking Atlanta Falcons, we're gonna have a problem. But yeah, that's where I stick with it. I got to give it to FaZe.
Okay.
So who's next?
Texas, the final game.
I think this one is you.
Yes, because you were talking about that one. So for the final match on Sunday at 6, Optic Texas versus the Minnesota Rocker. Oof. Like a part of me wants to pick Minnesota for the win. And I hate toying with my emotions because I have a feeling like Minnesota's gonna come out swinging, They might not hit as hard, but they'll swing. But then you have Optic, you have Scumpy, Dashy, Illy, what's his face? Optic, Shotzi. Yeah. Then on the Rocker side, you have Priesta, you have
Standy,
Attach, and
Simp.
Major Maniac. That's her. Simp. What?
I was trying to get a rise out of you.
What?
Did you hear there was a trade?
Wow, that was breaking news. Who'd they get?
Well, let's face it. The two SMG players are no longer on Minnesota Rocker. Plus, $5 million.
Exactly. But hey, at least he'll be winning more.
That would be some hella fucking wins if Rocker goes 2-on-4 and fucking kicks ass.
Dude, yeah, for real. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go for the underdog on this one. Rocker 3-2 is gonna go to a game 5, and I'm calling it round 10. Because the
I'm
Rocker,
not gonna get that specific.
The Rocker are a good S&D team, and that is something that Optic does lack in. Their S&Ds are not their strong point, and I think it's been like that for a while.
Yeah, do we need to remember S&D last year? They're in a straight line!
No. Sorry, Optic
God
fans.
damn, if I could be a fucking fly on that damn team house wall, holy shit! Well, Vic, I think we're going to be more or less on the same page here. I think it's going to be Minnesota. I'm going to go 3-1.
Minnesota for 3-1.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's going to be fun. Again, any team that we've sat here and picked, I've got my favorites. I've made that blatantly clear, so there might be some, bias when it comes to, predictions or, critiquing, I think is the word I'm looking for. But I hope my predictions are wrong and like fucking Optic takes the win and whatnot like that. But I've got to go, and I'm going to give it to Rocker on this. I think it's going to be 3-1. Because Rocker is going to have to put them down and put them down fast and hard.
True.
If they sit there and toy with their meal and Optic gets something going, it's going to come back and bite him in the ass. I'm sorry. And then Rocker's gone. Because I don't think if it goes to game 5, I think Rocker's going to cave to the pressure.
Okay.
So they're going to have to put him down 3-1.
Okay. Because I could see the Rocker winning the first S&D, losing the hard point, winning the S&D.
I think Control is going to be
the toss-up. That's going to dictate who's going to win the match.
Yeah. If I could see Rocker pulling off the hard point, I could see him pulling it off, depending upon map and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I could see him pulling it off. I could see, I definitely could see Rocker winning the S&D. But in my opinion, it's gonna come down to the control. I think that is going to be the make or break, either for the 3-0 or that's the one where Optic's gonna come back and like bitch slap them hard. I don't think Rocker's got the control, the backing, I guess would be the best way to put it.
Okay.
I think Optic could take them. It is going to be a hard point, I hope. If freaking Optic gets 100-point clubbed on freaking hard point, good Lord help us.
That is the hottest take I've heard ever.
I said if. I said if.
Okay. He did say
but,
if.
But, I think it's all going to come down to control between these two teams. I really do.
Yeah. If by any chance Minnesota wins that control, I will say this: it will go to a round, to Game 5, because Optic is a really good respawn team.
Yep.
Granted, yes, control is respawn, but you have to play with a lot more strategy than just overtake hills and move from one point to another.
Speaking from personal experience, when we played League play in Cold War, you can't just fucking go and run that thing like TDM where I'm going to run out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, get shot and die, and keep freaking doing this shit. You got a finite amount of freaking lives, and I think Optic's got the better communication, and they got the better control play. But Minnesota is going to have to dominate them in the first two. S&D, I think, is a given, because I think Optic, even last year, it was really hard for them with their S&D. But Minnesota is going to have to come out and get that first hard point. If they get the first hard point and the first S&D, then that's when we'll probably see Optic making some mistakes in control. That's my bet.
Okay, I could see that too, actually. Yeah, because by that, once you lose full, you lose full. It's
I mean, come on, Scump, prove me wrong, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see how the games unfold this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But now that we've gotten our predictions out of the way, honestly, I think our predictions are within reason, within ballpark here. I don't think there's anything, that's too outlandish.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to include my, hey, I'm going to give Paris Legion the option to get one game. But
well, I gave him an extra map. You only stuck with just that one.
So here's hoping, some of the teams that really underperformed last year, they come back and they step it up and they actually turn into, a team that's going to be in the shit and going for the win.
At least make it, competitive to a point where you're enjoying it. The more intense it gets, the better it gets. The more that's going to be on the line for everybody, and let's just hope for a better 2022 season. Excuse me. But yeah, like you said, I don't see anything too outlandish. I think you hit it the nail on the head. Everything is within the ballpark.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Okay, it's still in the Call of Duty League tab on Modern Warfare 2019. If you scroll over to the teams tab and you hit X, it will actually bring up.
I said that at the beginning.
I didn't realize that's what you were talking about.
Oh. Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
It is very neat.
Wait a minute. What the hell? How many players are? Is it 4-player teams?
It's 4 players, and then you have 1 substitute.
So Standy is the substitute
No,
for Minnesota Rocker?
it would be Looney, their coach. Which I don't understand why he's up there.
Yeah, that's
Like no respect to Danny, because like he's a legend within himself. You know, he's an awesome player. But he's like, some players have their coaches. Some players actually have a substitute. Those are the ones that have went out and bought.
Optic is the same way.
Yeah, because don't they have
Shotzi is... Yeah, Shotzi's down where General should be. Okay.
So, I mean, it also goes by, I guess, alphabetical order. No, because then Anthony...
Pristini... Simp is down on the bottom, and Pristini is a main line, according to this thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no. Chris is... Nah.
So...
And they also have to update the pictures on these guys.
We're not saying this thing is perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than what Vanguard's got right now, which is absolutely fucking nothing, unless you go into the message of the day crap.
That is true. You have spoken facts. So, I do agree with that. It isn't perfect, but it will get us there. It will get us there. We're on the right path. Let's put it that way. We're on the right path.
Hold on here 1 second.
Holding.
Okay. All right. On one more on closing here.
Okay.
So 8 hours ago, because I'm sitting here messing around with some of these tabs, and I went to the CDL webpage, and they have up. You ready for this one?
I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
I know FaZe is at the bottom.
Number 12.
Uh-huh.
Paris Legion.
Okay. I can see that.
Let's see here. Number 11 is LAG.
Oh, what? Okay.
Let's see.
I think they put that out on Twitter, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
Then they've got number 10, London Royal Ravens. Number 9, Minnesota Rocker.
What?
8, Florida Mutineers. 7, Boston Breach. 6, New York Subliners. 5, Optic Texas. Holy shit. Number 4, Atlanta FaZe. 3, LA Thieves. 2, Seattle Surge. Number 1 spot going to Toronto Ultra. Holy shit, I did not see Atlanta FaZe being number 4. Whew.
And that's only going off the Kickoff Classic.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, I should have probably prefaced that by saying this is based off of the Kickoff Classic and stuff like that, so, who knows. But, wow. Okay. Some of that I agree with, some of it not so much. I guess we'll have to see how things pan out.
Wait, what place did you say the Rocker were in?
They're like near the bottom.
How? They won a chip last year.
Ninth.
They reverse swept one of the best teams in the fucking league.
Well, one reverse sweep does not make you a frickin' top 3 team, though.
Okay, yeah, not top 3, but like at least top 6.
I think they definitely are better than Florida.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, well, hey, let's God damn, I wish there was a way I could frickin' like save this, but
Can you take a picture
so-
and then?
no, I can't. So I'm going through the web browser on my PlayStation.
You should be able to just like take like a screenshot of it.
No, it's like a whole page, Vic. It's not like just a list. I wish it was just a list,
Oh,
but no, it's like literally a whole page. So,
okay.
uh, 'cause at best I'd be able to maybe do like 3 teams if I wanted to be able to read everything.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, so we'll just have to keep an eye on it. I thought that was kind of interesting. I was like, oh, hey, let's, while we're doing our wrap up, I saw this. I was like, oh, we'll go and take a little look at it and see what's going on. So, you have anything you wanted to add on wrap up here, Vic?
Only thing I have to say is let's hope for some great matches, and I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Yep, I'm definitely looking forward to this weekend. I'm hoping we get some really good matches. I'd love everything to go, 3-2 down to the wire, nail biting, but not every team's going to do it, unfortunately. But yeah, let's hope we have some good conversations, and I just want to see. I just want to see my 2 teams do something this year and not be middle of the pack.
You'll be surprised by LA Thieves this year. Trust. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, let's.
So, just as a reminder, for our, what did you say, 17 people?
Yeah.
Let's hope those are 17 fans, and they come back. Hopefully, we get some more too. We'll have our next episode Wednesday or Thursday next
We'll
week.
shoot for Wednesday, but latest is Thursday for sure.
It all depends on
Availabilities and stuff like that. So.
yeah, it mostly depends on if my wife's home or if she's going to be going to work Wednesday night.
Availability.
Because some Wednesdays she does not go in until like 11 o'clock at night. And I'm sorry, but I don't think Vic wants to be up at 1 in the morning fucking doing CDL predictions.
I think
So-
I'll clock in and just be like, yeah, okay. But
So,
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to sign off here then, Vic.
Alright. Well, thanks for joining, and for those people who have joined and watched us this whole time, thank you. And we'll catch you next time.
Well, we actually
On-
have people watching.
This, here, or that show. See you.
No, seriously, we had people watching?